All right, Ledesma. I'm here to do a quick review video with you, and this one is about multiplying fractions. Okay, so that's something that I want you guys to make sure you understand. We've learned it before, but it never hurts to review these things. And next week, I'm going to give you a project where you have to double a recipe. So multiplying fractions is a key thing to know. So here it is. I'm using the website Math is Fun. And I encourage you to go to their website and explore some more. It happens to have what I wanted to review a lesson with you. So that's the website I'm using. I have no connection to them. It just happened to have a good lesson on it. So here we are. There are three simple steps to multiplying fractions. So you multiply the top numbers, known as the numerators, right? And you multiply the bottom numbers, known as the denominators. Okay, and then of course, those of you who know me know that I want you to simplify your fraction because simple fractions are easy to understand, right? It's a lot easier to understand 1/2 than it is 20 over 40. Okay, so here we go. Scooching down to their first example, 1/2 times 2/5. Okay, this is the example we're going to be looking at. Take a look. They multiply the top numbers. Okay, those are the numerators, 1 times 2. They multiply the denominators, which are the bottom numbers, 2 times 5, and they get 2 over 10, right? This is the answer they get right here. And then, of course, you simplify the fraction, right? So 2/10 equals 1/5. If you divide 2 and 10, divide them both by their greatest common factor, which is 2. Divided by 2, you get 1/5. All right, so that is the basic idea here. We'll go down here and see how they show you how to do it right here, right? They write it out with paper and pencil, and you can see that you end up with 2 over 10, and then you simplify that to 1/5. Okay, so that's a little tutorial there for you. Taking a look, here's another example. Okay, and once again, multiply your numerators, 1 over 3 times 9 over 16. All right, multiply your denominators and you get 9 over 48. 9 over 48 can be simplified to 3/16. But I don't know if you noticed, you could have cross-canceled here. If you take your 3 and your 9, you could divide them both by 3 and you get a 1 there, and then you would get a 3 right there, right? And if you multiply that out, you would get 3 over 16 in one step instead of having to simplify it. So you could do it in a couple of different ways. Okay, so there's your answer there. I like this little rhyme. You can go there and check it out for yourself. Okay, if you ever go to this website, and I encourage you to go to Math is Fun and learn a ton about math. I think it's a good website. And then check out this next one, fractions and whole numbers, right? A 5 is also a 5 over 1. And similarly, if you had a number like 2, well, that would equal 2 over 1, right? So any whole number, ooh, that's a terrible 2, any whole number ends up being that number on top of 1, right? So 2 equals 2 over 1, 5 equals 5 over 1, and here we have it. Okay, here's your example, 2/3. Well, make the 5 into 5 over 1, and you get 2/3 times 5 over 1. And then you simply multiply the numerators and denominators, right? 2 times 5 and 3 times 1, and you get 10/3. Now your answer is 10/3, but I bet that could be simplified if you sat and thought about it. Well, 3 goes into 10 3 times, and I'm not very good at drawing with this tool, but you get the idea. It goes in there 3 times. 3 times 3 is 9, so that leaves you with 1 left over, and then that becomes 3 and 1/3 right there. Okay, so 3 and 1/3 is your answer, which is equivalent to 10/3. So that's the idea. Here's another example, 3 times 2/9, right? You multiply it out, you get 6 over 9, simplify it, right? 6 over 9 equals 2/3. Remember they did 3 over 1 right here times 2 over 9 because 3 equals 3 over 1, right? And that's the end of this multiplying with fractions review. And I hope you learned a lot, and I encourage you to go practice this some more. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time.